Yes, I should.
Sino gonna do that?
Ikaw eh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. Wait. Are we seriously live now? Is this for real? Oh,
We're live right now.
I got debated twice. For a trick, you're amazing. Anyways.
Yo.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.
So many tabs open.
Do we start? Do we wait a bit?
Or wait for others, I guess. For more.
9-9!
Just chilling for a bit. Alright. Let's go on. Alright. So, good evening, everyone. I hope you guys had a good weekend with the qualifiers and just finished setting up everything for the upcoming round of 24 Mappools and whatnot. So, for today, we actually have a bunch of people.
Yes.
Mary, Sneeze,
Hello.
Ore, and Finn here as well to announce a bunch of things alongside with Lawrence.
I know.
So, starting off, if we can just make this quick, if we can. We start off with the qualifiers results. You can see on the stream, we tallied up basically every score that for those who participated in the qualifiers and put up a total seeding for everyone. And, the links will be sent to the Discord and usual stuff. And here you can see your total standings, your scores amongst the rest of the participants, and basically your overall placing for the tournament. I don't think there's nothing much else to see than that. There's also like segregated scores for NM1, NM2, HD1. See if you guys have an advantage on the others. But yeah, I think that's mostly what the what the qualifiers close is. So moving rather swiftly, we'll start off with the challenge brackets. I love that name so much. So the tournament itself will be not group stages, but a round of 24. So if you guys take a look on much of the other players, you should see a few one dummy, since we don't have enough players for exactly 24. And starting off with that, the ones who will fight against the dummy will be counted an automatic win. But I do think that we're gonna have a little surprise for that match in general. And for the other things, the top 9 seeds, the top 9 players who had the highest score will be completely exempt from the first rounds and will be automatically moved into round of 16. So the winners of the round of 24, which is the rest of the seedings, will fight against the top seeds. Basically, much like a boss fight, I guess. So, guys, the same things. The links will be sent in the information channel in the Discord server, and you guys can take a look for yourself if you want to see your standings and whatnot. And basically, who would you fight against, and what would be the rest. apart from that, I do believe that this will be a double elimination bracket. So there will be a losers bracket after this. You guys will have a second chance, and there's the other dummy right there. Looking upon like the rest, if you did lose your first match, you will have another chance to run it down to the losers bracket, and who knows if you can get into the grand finals, running it up in losers. And I do think that's pretty much most of what the challenge and the qualifiers brackets should lead to. And if there's anything else, would other commentators tell me?
Yeah, I think we should move on to the Mappool, the round
So-
of 24 Mappool.
That'll be much of what I'll just say, and I'll leave it to Lawrence and Finn for the map pool for the round of 24. And all of this green screenable.
Wait, something happened in the
Last moment.
stream. Alright.
I think it's fixed. All right, little bit of
Technical difficulty.
well. Let us start
Alright,
off.
let's start with No Mod 1. We have Panda Ice on my own, mapped by Simply Tholowazy, if that's how you pronounce it. And we have the Futsu difficulty.
Yeah, the consistency pick no mod. Around 3 minutes and 42 seconds with simple patterns and just complete some one and a half tables. So yeah, pretty much about consistency, map.
This is pretty much your typical consistency map. Nothing too special about it. It's just 3 minutes long, as Lauren said. You have your usual one-half patterns to be expected in a Futsu difficulty.
I guess one thing to add on is, since the difficulty is rather small, so the overall notes are pretty small in terms of combo. So combo does matter. If you miss up halfway in the combo, in the song, yeah, I do believe that there would be a little bit of combo advantage for those who can't seem to get much value in the accuracy category. So missing does matter a lot in terms of consistency in Score B2.
And speaking of accuracy, the overall difficulty of this map is 3, which is fairly small. So this should be pretty easy to hack. So this might be a knack battle for the matches. And so I guess halfway into the map, still the same things. You can just vibe off with the song, I guess. It's a pretty good song. Well, depends what your genre, your preferences.
Don't mind the ghost tapping, Carlo. Yeah, another to note is hitting the finishers are a requirement here. There's a bit of extra value if you hit both caps in the finishers itself.
Yeah, it's important to hit your finishers, otherwise you'll lose your score. Do take note on that. Alright, the map is about to end.
Slow section there.
Oh yeah, thanks Nice, by the way, for the replay for this. Alright. Let's move on to Nomad 2.
The speed pick.
So we have Rumble Kung Fu Showdown by T Pazolite, map by Incandescence, and the difficulty is Aries Futsu, or Irie.
Wait, Airy? Oh, I thought it was me.
No.
I thought that was me for a second.
So yeah, this is your speed pick. It's around 240 ppm all throughout with the length of 2 minutes 9 seconds. OD4. It's your typical speed pick.
Yeah, this will be hard, I guess, for single tappers.
Possibly, yeah.
Let's look at this pattern, the speed. How the BPM, it looks like it becomes so fast.
There's also this pattern with the finishers. So you have K, then finisher K. So it might trip up some players. So be careful for that pattern. Alright, 2/3 into the map. It's gonna be the final KI of the song. Oh yeah, there's a lot of finishers.
So you need to hit the finishers, the full finishers for your score.
I guess it's one thing about the map. So it really counts as a speed map by getting those finishings.
Alright, the final stretch. Ooh, you have some
Yeah,
offbeats there. Alright.
It's played by Suntukan. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for Suntukan for the replay.
Very epic gamer.
Epic. Alright, let's move on to Nomod 3. I don't know how to pronounce this. Yeah, I'm not really sure how do you pronounce this.
The song itself doesn't have a name. This is the YouTube song, the one that only comes up in recommended.
The blank.
Yeah, it's that author. So usually the official name of this is tend to be the XOX. Since there have been some re-uploaders with that name on it. That's basically the title.
So this is mapped by Stefan. I'm so sorry for the pronunciations, by the way. This is the Futsu difficulty with the BPM of 130. So this is your slow pick. But if you notice, you can see some swing patterns, the doublets there.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
This is a pretty slow BPM, so it's up to you to decide whether you want to single tap the patterns or the doublets or just alternate them. Whatever you prefer or whatever suits for you, you should stick to that.
Yeah, I do notice it as well that it's a slow enough BPM for those who are rather into single tapping, might just single tap the whole map itself. But it would provide a challenge for those who haven't done that much alternating in their time playing bike, maybe. It's a good tech map, personally. I really like it.
A single tap it. Save yourself the trouble.
some technical info by i9. Those doublets are pretty much 195 BPM 1/2 pattern, so it's pretty easy to single tap.
Just
Thank you for
single
that.
tap it. You can even single tap it with your mouse, trust me.
All right, thank you, Lawrence Poggy 123 for the replay.
What? Wow, Lawrence, pogi.
Yeah.
Idol ko pala si Lawrence Angelo.
Idol. All right, let's move on to the last nomod, nomod 4. Oh hey,
I9
i9
map.
map.
Oh no, ban this. I'm just kidding.
With a lot of offbeats and SBS star.
Yep, this is graffiti code. I don't know how to say the rest. Artist is C. Dura. Difficulty is, well, of course, Futsu. Pretty much every map here in this map pool will be Futsus except for some, which will be shown later. And this is your technically, it's so weird to say that. Technically, tech pick. Because you have the offbeats and some some SBs.
The SV there too.
It's a bit technical, it's a bit snappy, and that's basically the gimmick of this map.
The
snap
SVs
comes
concern
to
me.
It's doable.
This is definitely the map that you won't ever sight read, I guess.
So I'm gonna love the people who's gonna sight read this.
Oh. Please do not sight read. Song itself is pretty tricky to listen to, I guess.
Yeah, the snapping comes to the weird tricky bits of the song. So technically, it's almost like vocal mapping in general. So the snapping there is really weird. But overall, it's it's a fun map in general.
The top diff of this isn't fun.
Oh gosh, you have
Just
Bono
saying.
Dons. Okay, it's NM4. Let's move on to the hidden bracket, which
Which everyone will ban.
no.
Commentator prediction here, right?
You're all going to ban. Not this one, but Hidden 2.
So we kind of noticed.
I haven't even seen
Oh.
Hidden 2. I'm sorry, you go.
Oh, sige. We kind of noticed that the average score for Hidden 1 is pretty rough. Kind of rough. A bunch of people kind of had difficulty in playing the so
might be a little troubling, though there will be 2 HD maps in terms of the round of 24.
oh, by the way,
If your opponent bans something else, you have to the HD map will be in play. In case they pick it, maybe. So go ahead, sorry.
alright. So this is Covedis by M2U, mapped by TKS, TK Salt. Difficulty is Futsu, and you have the BPM. Take note of the BPM, which is 160, which with HD, this is pretty slow. It's not really that comfortable to read, especially for beginners, of course.
That's why you ban it.
The trick here, though, is you can, the patterns is fairly consistent. So if you know ghost tapping, you could probably use that to your advantage.
Maybe a way of getting through.
Ghost tap is
Since
not
the map itself is mapped in 1/4, and I think only the start is mapped differently, but overall, it's all mapped in the same beat as the BPM itself.
Okay, that's wait. Played by co-equal. All right, thank you for that
Interesting.
replay, for that HD replay. Let's move on to Hidden 2, which
A pin beam up.
yeah, this is my map.
Ban.
This is Lonely Departure of this is Lonely Departure by Chroma. Uy, another Chroma map. We have a pretty comfortable BPM this time, 175. And pretty much the patterns here, you just follow the music. Uh, well,
Promo
basically,
map, by the way.
The last time
another
I
promo
followed
map.
the music, aka Cloud, I died. So ban. Just kidding.
Why y'all encouraging the participants to play I2Ban HD?
Because hard rock is just better.
If you play HD, you get, I don't know, a candy from me.
Well, hidden
Should be
is
too
rewarding
hard.
to play if you are able to play it higher up. It will really help you in tournaments.
Mhm.
Because nobody likes playing hidden.
Actually, the map here itself is pretty interesting. For HD, any kind of offbeats, 1-3, 1/2 mapping. In regards to hidden, the difficulty spikes up significantly, as you won't be able to tell like specifically when the note is gonna hit, and you have to basically just trust your guts on it, I guess. There are ways of handling it with it, but hidden in general is a bit of a feeling kind of mod, other than HR where you can use your eyes at least.
So you're probably wondering, why is this the comfortable reading? It's not. Take a look at the KI.
It's hidden,
the
so it's
evil
not
part.
comfortable. Actually, you know what? This looks pretty good. I take that back. You guys might enjoy this.
1-3
Okay, yeah, you just follow the main melody of the song. Might be
I
very
just really
difficult to others.
If everyone bans this map, it's literally a lonely departure.
If they ban it, then then you guys are great.
Alright, this is not an advertisement, by the way.
Plugging, by the way.
The high diff of this is really good.
No.
Just saying. What's next? Is it hard rock?
Yep, HR1's next here.
All right. Oh no, Fierce 770. I'm just kidding.
Actually, if I remember correctly, the mapping of this is exactly for Taiko no Tatsujin. I know the last it is. So rejoice to those who play the original games in the arcades. A familiar
This must
map.
be. If it's map based on that, this has to be pretty easy to follow.
I guess in a way, yeah.
Looks pretty good so far.
It's
Oh.
more of a solid reading challenge for those who aren't too used for hard rock, but the map itself is pretty straightforward.
This map does have a lot of offbeats, and you might want to take a look at the OD, which is 7. So it might be pretty hard to hack this map. Well, it's fairly short though, only 2 minutes, around 2 minutes.
Slightly
So, yeah.
slightly above TV size.
Yep.
Looks pretty good.
I really love this map. Because when it comes to like arcade battles, this tends to be the hard pick for those who are kind of techy. So yeah, in this you'll notice some 3/4 beats, 1/3, mainly some piano tunes. Actually, almost like every piano song title has this kind of mapping. That's it. Nice. Ooh. Random. OD4, HP7, and rather longer than TV size.
No, it's the same. Oh, never mind. I thought.
A bit shorter than HR1, but as you can see, the gimmick here is it's pretty fast.
Well, slightly higher BPM.
Yeah, but the mapping itself counts as a pretty strong challenge for HR. Finishers.
So hard to commentate on Futsu because there's no improv.
Not much.
There's no
yeah.
improv.
But I guess the one thing you can notice is the one half beats that that might catch some people off guard, especially with the relatively high OD. With that kind of speed and the OD buff, it's a bit of an accuracy challenge for those. I can kind of feel like this map will defect a lot in terms of HR. The reading on this map is one of the more interesting ones. And it's
just need
actually
to
playable
practice
with a
it.
bit of practice, yeah.
Yep, just practice. It is doable. You guys got this.
It's a good note on Spark, but there's a bit of stuff that changes in Scorpio 2. The scoring itself goes to 1 million if you get a perfect score, which is SS. And apart from that, there are also other stuff to notice, such as the sliders and the spinners actually count as notes, and not like Score V1 where you have to hit it to the ticks. Here in Score V2, you can basically spam it whenever you want, and as long as it hits the ticks, you get the score. So moving on, I do believe we have the free mod section. Actually, no, never mind. It's DPs.
Oh, it's deep. Yeah. You see that? It has Reimu. That's the only reason why you should pick it.
the obligatory Toho map. Actually, do we have a Hololive map in the pool?
I don't know. I didn't really look at the pool.
Well, let's see. Here, this DT stands as a very solid OD challenge for me. DT by itself as a mod increases the OD, much like HR, but alongside with the speed up in itself. That's the thing that stands different from it.
The thing in this map is that compared to other DP maps, this thing has lower OD, so it can hit this much easier than other maps.
So the window is pretty high, guys. But here you go, some slow sections here. And
The SK will really get caught off guard in this one.
actually, I do notice as well that the mapping gets kind of hefty. 1/3s, 1/2s as well.
Yeah.
Just don't overthink it. You'll be fine. It isn't that fast. Okay, that part there.
The part that's fine. Okay.
3 sections, nice.
Wait. Oh wait, it was me who picked this. Imagine not knowing your own pick.
Everything as well.
Pretty slow though. Or at least
Yeah,
for
it's a-
me.
So yeah, it counts as an OD challenge for those who are pretty accuracy heavy. This might be a really good map. Okay, perfect. Nice one. Oh shit, smart trick played this.
Yeah, the people playing these are gods.
So skip to regret.
It's
That
it's AR.
This is
Oh,
DP2.
did
So
oh my, that's
if
fast.
if you guys can notice, this is a 315 BPM map.
is playing HR on 150 BPM.
So yeah, the speed up is significant here. And you guys can kind of notice that it gets kind of fast in certain parts. But it is Kanban, so there won't be as much dense notes to look at. Oh, classic one-half mapping here. Some occasional finishers here and there. Yeah, usually the sections here before the Ki tends to be kind of mundane, but here comes the finishers. So this is the gimmick about TP2. It counts as a rather finisher heavy map when it comes near the Ki, and I think the Ki itself is pretty riddled with all of the finishers.
Note lock time.
So you better hit those. Okay, section is done. And as the map comes to a slowdown, Napuri. Such a good mapper. It's a nice CR. Alright. That's all for the DPs, and we try to reach the final few for the free mods.
Back to heart. I mean, Fremont.
So free mod is part of the Mappool where basically anyone can choose a mod for just
Or
not
go no mod.
FL or DP, if I remember correctly. So
Wait, can
guys-
you go no mod on this actually, Finn?
I thought you can pick the on this one. You can.
I think
Oh.
yeah, I think you can play no mod on a Fremont map, but there will be a bit of advantage for the opponent if he does choose does choose a mod on it. So whether you want to have a consistent score or not, it's up to you. But on things to note on free mod is you can choose HR and HD at the same time. It's not the same as Score V1 where you can pretty much not see the notes as they fly through. The way that Score V2 works on HDHR is completely different. So I would like to advise all of the players to actually check out HDHR, like test it out in Score V2, so that you guys can practice. Maybe you can get used to it. But overall, the map itself is super consistent.
And put
Yeah.
hidden on this though.
Yeah, I did hit this as well, but the
190
BPM
BPM.
the BPM is actually pretty. The scroll speed for it, it's pretty slow enough for HR as well. Plus, I like the song. The map is relatively lengthy for a free mod map, but in a way that counts as an advantage for people who are very consistent with mods as well. PI section. Oh wow, the one who did the replay is going full alt on this. Yeah. After the Ki is a pretty lengthy section. So if you did miss in the Ki, there's some leeway for people to
Cover.
recover from their score.
Song is a banger though.
Yeah. Alright, that's the map. Moving on to Remod 2. Oh, wait, I9 did play it.
Oh, it's
And we have
Be
the second map.
There. Yo, this is a banger.
I like the song as well.
It's
So
in PWC. But yeah.
the way that this map is played is it's a bit faster in terms of BPM as the song itself, but overall it is a consistent map, the same way as Remod 1. And that provides a little difference in terms of like how dense the map is and how the mapping is made overall. So for those who want to try it in HD, there might be a little bit of trouble with how the map is mapped. For HR, I do think of the same way, but I do feel that this map leans to HR more than it does to HD.
Yeah, because of the BPM.
Yeah. Couple doublets and 1/3 mapping here. Couple finishers. It's a pretty consistent one.
Do note though that you can play this with no mod. Like any of the maps if you ever have trouble modding it. Though in other tournaments you're forced to use a mod, but for this tournament it's free mod, not forced mod. So yeah.
Finishers. And we reach the end part of the section, the final Ki. A little KDDK, DKKD patterns there, and a couple finishers, and that's the map. Genjuro map right there. So, the last of the free mods. Oops, sorry for that sound. Moving on to FM3. Yeah, the run, lads, run.
It's piano. If you're main
Piano
player, you have to
mapping.
be buff. You have to be buffed if you're a main. Logic. Okay, this looks kind of.
Yeah, the map starts off as pretty simple, but throughout midway, it gets pretty interesting for those who want to mod this. Happy the finishers here. And in general, FM3 stands to be a bit of adds a little trouble for those who want to play it with mod. So there's a bit of anti-mod patterns here. The way the map is played adds a little bit of trouble for those who want to play it with mods. So as we reach the anti-mod part here, Slow down. Here we go. So this is going to be a little bit troubling for people who want to play with HD.
I bet people are gonna put no mod. I would.
So this part would be a good would be easier for hard rock, but hidden is gonna be a little troubling as the notes are closer and gonna be a little harder to memorize. But here comes the part where HR becomes a little troubling. Yeah, it gets faster, faster, and faster. That's the final key I. I do believe it's going to be around. That's the last part of the song. And there we go. And let's run.
I like how Color Me Red HD, and then he suddenly retracts his statement.
Yeah, actually, if you guys want to have the most advantage, I do want to suggest testing out HDHR as it's completely different from Scorpion 1. So,
Yeah,
the final map, the tiebreaker,
it's the best map.
lag rain.
No one can ban this because this is the great map.
Yep. So this is the gimmick about this, that this is a Muzukashi difficulty. So it's
Harder.
harder. Yeah. So as
That's
you
the
saw from
gimmick.
start,
Thank you
as
for
saw from the
listening.
start, you did see the triples. So there will be patterns that you cannot single unless you're really cracked. And running on, I don't know. Tapping on the
Triple,
top.
single tapping, double.
Yeah. So you have to alternate some patterns here, such as that. But overall, the map is consistent. Right, go ahead there.
But the girl in the back, that's the game. You have to try your best not. I'm just kidding. Okay.
The gimmick was the background. Okay.
Is this storyboard like on there? Is there like a video on the map itself? There's none, right?
Didn't Hey Murphy had like the same PM?
Oh.
Alright, Hey Murphy's winning tiebreaker.
Right, that's one thing that you can notice. Apparently, if you check out the whole map set, each difficulty the girl increases. The stands of the girl increases. So for Futsu, there's
Stan?
2 girls. And
Is that a JoJo's reference? Stun the power. I'm just kidding.
so another slow section, and this should be the start of the key. It's not. Yeah, some triple patterns here. And I guess for those who aren't too used to Muzukashi difficulties, it might catch some people off guard. But for those who have been trying out some higher difficulties, you guys will have the advantage for it. As for higher difficulties, those stuck-up patterns are more common in Oni and Inner Oni.
I love
Yeah,
this
there's
song so
also-
much.
But also to notice is how slow the song is as well.
Yeah, slower than PLDT.
So if you guys are more used to upper BPMs like 180 to 200, this song might pose a little trouble, little difficulty to act in. As I would myself.
Hard rock would be
You can
good on
adjust.
this.
Oh yeah, as well as TV, as well as free mods are perfectly allowed on this. Hell, you can HDHR this if you can. Oh wait. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I've been notified of it, but I don't think we're gonna read up on the rules a bit, but we're completely unsure if we should mod or unmod for tiebreaker. So with any news, it should be sent up in announcements. But overall, I don't think we should bet on mods for TP for now. So that's the maps. So that's basically all of the maps for the RO24. And there's PL half there, you know. So I do believe this will be for that's basically most of the map pool and overall for the showcase. So
Yeah,
this
so
will be the
if
end.
you have
Thank you everyone
questions,
for
please
watching. There's
go to
luck.
Discord.
feedback if there's any feedback or
Hidden.
any feedback or questions, you should refer to the Discord channel. And we should wait for more further announcements as well.